want to read to you a post came across on social media. Go into this next story. Don't move to Louisiana, says this Redditor. Move south, they say. It's cheaper, they say. You can be with sane conservatives. What is that, they say? BS. They will raise your insurance, lower your property value, promise you heaven and earth, and you're screwed. Side note, I want to say this is a real conservative writing this because they don't know how to spell, and that's a sign. Not everybody that doesn't know how to spell is a conservative. I, for example, am not. But all conservatives don't know how to spell. If you're looking at NASA, healthcare, teaching, look elsewhere. Our house, don't know why it's in quotes, costs just increased $17,000 for homeowners insurance because they wanna put in dam, levee, then hail/wind and flood insurance. Don't even get me on car insurance and the fact that they have the worst education system ever. Don't do it. 3 exclamation points. Again, this is posted in r/Louisiana, and the person is saying, don't do it. That is certainly a Republican voter getting a taste of what Republican governance is like. Bit by bit, these people are developing a sense of the world they live in because they have no choice. Donald Trump has been bleeding them. Have you seen how this guy begs for money? Have you seen what he puts out in his newsletter or his mailing list? He'll put out the word. He'll say, "Oh, those Democrats, they're coming after me. Oh, they want to get me. They want to get Trump. I did nothing. I did everything right, and they indicted me. Give me money. Come on." Then he'll auto-sign you up to do a reoccurring donation. So, lie to you so that he can steal your money. That's what he does to him. He will then spend that stuff on personal expenses, like legal fees, for example. And he does that again and again and again. And these folks are starting to realize what the scam is. They might even still like Trump, but are they going to keep giving him this money? No. Donald Trump's cash crunch just got much, much worse. By Roger Stollenberger for the Daily Beast. As Trump's legal troubles consume more and more of his time, they're also consuming more of his donors' money, and there's a huge hole in the bucket. On Tuesday, Trump's Save America Leadership Political Action Committee reported raising just $8,508 from donors in the entire month of January, while spending, hold on to your butts, about $3.9 million. According to a new filing with the Federal Election Commission. Spent $3.9 million, took in $8,000. Nearly $3 million of that overall spending total was used for one purpose: pay his lawyers. At the same time, the Trump campaign itself reported a net loss of more than $2.6 million for the month of January. It raised about $8.8 million, while spending around $15 million, according to a separate filing made public on Tuesday. We jump back. They lost $2 million. Yeah, let me read that. Reported a net loss of $2.6 billion for the month of January. The filings reveal that Trump is continuing to burn through his donors' funds as he struggles to feed 2 massive cash drains, astronomical legal bills stemming from numerous civil cases, and 4 criminal indictments, plus the costs of a national presidential campaign. After Trump filings were released on Tuesday evening, his sole primary challenger, Nikki Haley, flashed a sign of strength, with her campaign reporting $11.5 million in receipts last month. It's the first ever fundraising period. Haley's campaign outraised Trump's. Here's the relevance to you. The Republican Party is not a popular organization. They have always had less supports. Pause. Let me go back. Conservative Republican Party. The Republican Party, when it was once the party switch happened, has always been less popular than the Democratic Party. Just the way it is. They rely on massive donations from businesses. You know, the oligarchs, the people whose boots are on your neck. That's who they rely on donations from. Trump is not a good investment. They also rely on overtaxing the donors they do have. They bleed them as much as possible. They treat them like marks, and they squeeze them dry. But they've been squeezed dry. And all their money, all the money Trump is fundraising, that goes to legal bills. Now, we do have to worry about Russians donating huge sums of money to PACs. That's a sincere problem. But, as we mentioned, Putin is also running low on money. Point being, Republicans are going to try to campaign this summer on a shoestring budget. They're not used to doing that. Democrats have done that plenty. Democrats have had to stretch dollars for basically every campaign they've ever been in. This time around, Republicans are going to have to try to do that. Imagine a Republican talking to regular folks. They will have no idea what to do. How much is a banana? $10? They will have no idea what to do. Make it worse for them. Here's what you can do to make it worse for them. Sign up to run for something, anything. If you don't want to run yourself, Lord, I understand. Sign up to help somebody run for something, anything, as long as you're running against a Republican. Right now, if you wanted, you could jump into the primaries. Good for you. Go for it. You could knock a conservative Democrat out of power. Fine and dandy. Go for it. The absolute best you could do, however, absolute best, would be to find a district that is uncontested. It's just been red. No one's planning on running against anyone there. Bleed them. Run against these punks. You don't have to win to have helped massively. It'd be great if you won. Sure, neat. But that's not even the goal. You run without the intention of winning. Because there's a reason it's uncontested. Because it's a ridiculously red district. Fine. You will force them to spend money against you. Or you will raise money from people in that district and send it up. Send it up to the DNC. But regardless, if they don't raise money against you, then you're going to have somebody who's just getting shot after shot after shot from you, making them look bad, making, for the first time maybe ever in that district, a splash for the good guys. Might be a pioneer that begins change. Neat. But regardless, your goal is to try to sucker them into spending money that they don't have on local races. Scare them enough that they toss money at it. If they toss $1,500 at it, that is a Saturday evening's worth of political ads that won't run for Marjorie Taylor Greene in her district. Good. Gang, it's worth doing, and you can do it. Links in the description.